Welcome to John Carroll University's 2021 Commencement Weekend. The past year has been filled with trials, tribulations, and challenges that none of us could have foreseen. But in the face of these challenges, you found opportunities for knowledge, growth, and service. You inspired those around you with care and compassion. You lived John Carroll's mission. Through hard work, resilience, and determination, you have persevered through the toughest of times. You overcame every obstacle standing in your way. Today is an ending where we commemorate the achievements of our graduates and salute your many accomplishments at John Carroll. But today is also a new beginning as you begin the next chapter of your life, ready for the next challenge. As we prepare to celebrate your accomplishments, let's take a look back at a few stories from graduating students who truly made the most of their time on campus.
Heather and I had the privilege of working on a food insecurity project over the last 2 years together with the entrepreneurship department with Doan Winkle and Jackie Schmidt. And that entailed a lot of really great networking and a lot of really great experiences with meeting people and working with the John Carroll community as well as communities within the Cleveland network that John Carroll has around the area of Ohio. So it was definitely a really humbling experience to learn about the food insecurity issue here in Cleveland and around the country itself, and finding a way that we can chip away at the issue, just like even with one small little business like this, it really does make a difference, and it just takes a lot of really small pieces to come together and make a really big change.
We're not doing this for us. This business, this is for a whole different demographic of students, and we needed to put our business for them and stop thinking what we would be interested in, because ultimately that's not who the end customer is.
The idea for our children's book came from, it was me and Mary Kate Barron, another senior. We did our preparation for our capstone project our junior year together, and we talked about women's reproductive health in private institutions versus public institutions. A teacher, a girl in the Army, a lawyer, a psychologist, a bunch of short stories all put together. And we have a little word search at the end to help them know the bigger words that they wouldn't necessarily know, and discussion questions, and also some reflective questions for them, how can you be a good listener? What do you want to be when you grow up? Who's your role model? Stuff like that, and then putting it all together, and we just presented it the other day for our final Arupe capstone.
One of the organizations that I was really involved with was the Middle Eastern Student Association. That organization was no longer an active club on campus at the end of my first year, and I definitely wanted change. I wanted to make sure that stayed on campus because I wanted the Middle Eastern culture to still have a presence at John Carroll. And so I became the president of that organization, and I helped turn it from 2 members as a president and financial officer with another student into an organization that has over 100 members.
My degree is in chemistry, and I am pursuing a concentration in biochemistry. And after graduation, I plan to take a gap year, doing more research and applying to medical school. So for the future, I plan to become a physician researcher, where I still want to work with patients and on the clinical side of things, but I also want to do research, which is very fulfilling for me academically and makes me happy, I guess.
Originally, I wanted to do the engineering physics, which then turned into the 3-2 program with CASE, which is where I would get a engineering physics degree from John Carroll and then a degree from Case Western by doing another 2 years there. And a part of that was taking a computer science course. And I took that course with the sole purpose of following this program, but once I took it and I realized how open and how helpful the CS department was, I absolutely fell in love with it. I realized why I've always been a computer junkie, and it just kind of helped build up even more of my wanting to tinker, but now I'm not just tinkering with hands-on stuff, I'm tinkering with software and making things just appear out of nowhere on a computer screen. It feels pretty amazing.
One thing that I really have taken away from my John Carroll career, and I think a lot of people have, is just the ability to ask questions and to question everything and to always be really curious.
class of 2021, the bond that we have is great because we've been through a lot with the circumstances that we were dealing with during the pandemic, but not even just myself, but other students that I've seen around campus. They have formed really tight relationships with other students, other faculty.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna really miss my friends, my professors, the staff here, and just about everyone at John Carroll, I think.
We made it this far. We survived this long. We've done a lot. We've seen a lot. So it's time to keep going to see what else is out there.